Hello students, hope that you are fine. Welcome to my geography video tutorial of 9th standard. Today I will discuss about the third part of landforms of the earth, that is plains. A level or gentle undulating land with relatively the difference of elevation is less than 150 meter above the earth's surface is called the plainland. These plainlands are formed due to the internal forces of the earth crust and external forces like the gradation or heavy deposition of the responsible for the formation. Example, we can say that the great northern plains of India, mainly the Ganga-Brahmaputra plain, is the most important example. So how many types of plains are found here? There is generally plains are two types. One is structural plain, another one depositional plain. For the structural plain, the internal or endogenetic forces of the earth crust formed this type of plains. These plains come from the existence with the consistence of continental shape emerged due to the internal force of the earth. And sometimes plains are formed also by the structural depression of the extensive lowlands, such as that the Great Siberian Plain is one of that example. Next we are coming that the depositional plain means deposited by deposition which one the plains are forming. That means various agents of the gradation due to the erosion or war in the rocky areas only transport the eroded material and deposit in the low and low-lying areas such as depression of lakes, seas and beds, etc. When the deposition of the sediments takes place, then on a large scale, then the plains are formed. They are classified according to the agent of deposition. Number one, we can say alluvial plains. Number two, that is flood plain. Number three, that is delta plains. Alluvial plains, under alluvial plains, we can say that is the Piedmont alluvial plains. This is Piedmont alluvial plains as the river leaves mountains and enters the plain region, and the slopes of the land changes from the deep to gentle. So then it is difficult for the river to carry down the eroded material. Just like eroded material means pebbles, then boulders, etc. Then the river starts the depositing with the load of the foothill areas, and forms Piedmont alluvial plains. We know already that the rivers are coming from the river mountains, and whenever they are deposited both the sides of the rivers, that is also alluvial plain. Next is coming flood plain. Flood plain is formed in the middle course of the rivers, and whenever the river flows sluggishly, just making the meanders. What is meander? When the river is going just a zigzag way, then that is called meander. This load into fine clay, that sands, etc. they are deposited, and then when the river overflows its bank, then that they are deposited both the sides of the banks of the river, and then whatever the plain land is forming, that is flat plain, such as that the Mississippi, Ganga, etc. These plains, Mississippi plain, Ganga plain, etc. After that it is coming third one, that the delta plain. Delta plain is forming where? In the mouth of the river delta. So here wherever the mouth of the rivers are unable to move their courses, means lower courses, whenever they are unable to move because of very less volume of water, then they are deposited both the sides of the near the deposition started near the and seals are also deposited very close to the mouth of the sea or rivers. Then it is called that the delta. Then means delta, that the plainlands whatever in this way they are formed, that is delta plain, such as Ganga Brahmaputra delta. After that it is coming that so many are there, that is glacial deposits. This all whatever I told you, that is Piedmont alluvial plains, flood plains, delta plains, these are under alluvial plains. Other than these, there are also some plains are there, that is glacial deposits. These glacial deposits means they are deposited by the moraines. Moraines, whenever glaciers melts and they are left over both in the large plain, then that is glacial deposits. By the glacial deposits, whatever plainlands are there, that is glacial plains. And lacustrine plain, these plains are the results of filling of beds of the heavy deposition of the sediments or silt brought down by the rivers, and it takes a long period to fill up that the old lake or rivers into turn to the agricultural field. So these are called lacustrine plain. Example, we can say Kashmir Valley plain. Then Lewis plain, these plains are formed in the transported and deposited by winds, and Lewis is very rich in the lime and yellowish in color. They are carried by the winds somewhere else, generally along the margins of these the plains, and in this way that the Lewis plains are formed, and the examples are, we can say that the northwest China, western Rajasthan, etc. Then coastal plains, the coastal plains are result that are done by the sea waves, you know that. And whenever the tidal low forms are formed, then it is then this coastal plains are formed. Example we have seen in the Netherlands. Now next come that the significance of the plains. Plains, you know that huge amount of people are living, because here that there's so many importance or so many chances are there and development is there in the, it is possible in the plain land. So what is that? Plains are that the cradles of ancient civilization. You know that from the beginning so many civilizations are found, such as Egyptian civilization, Mesopotamian civilization. These are found in the generally in these plains. Then after that, that we can say that the plains made by the alluvial soil deposits by the river, agriculture, etc. We can do their agriculture. And then plains are favorable for the development of the communication and transportation facilities. After that, we can say that the fourth one, plains provide much more favorable conditions for the plant, and that human settlements also are growing there. And rivers flowing in the plain land suitable for the navigation, means transportation is also possible, and plains provide a great facility for the trade and commerce. So all these facilities wherever we get, then population positively will be more, and people will start to live there. So in this way, plains takes a very important role in the for the human population. I hope that it will be helpful for you. Thank you everyone.